Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use, for purposes such as criticism, comment.
Selling to me peoples, man, on this here Friday, though, you feel me? First of the month, wake up, you dig? But look, before we go into any further, though, make sure you like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. You dig what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in. But look, this here storyline right here is epic. And I'm going to give y'all some real game that you can't learn in college. You dig what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's a reason for it. Look, on the flip side, though, y'all see the hat? You know what I'm saying? So with that said, is this, though. You know what I'm saying? Right now, this here is a video reaction of my man's Shannon Sharpe. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows all over the news. You know what I'm saying? Brett has been fired from ESPN. Now I'm going to give you guys a real breakdown, an exclusive breakdown that, you know what I'm saying, everybody else can't give y'all, but y'all going to get it on this here channel. You feel me? I'm about to break the internet in a way that it's going to be epic. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be able to pick game and understand the game that I'm giving you guys. You know what I'm saying? So look, we're going to stop and go. I'm going to get into some clips, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to give y'all my spiel, and I'm going to give y'all a real breakdown. You feel me? Hey, like my dude said, though, big dog. You know what I'm saying? So look at it like this. We talking about an NFL star, bruh. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That broke history. Bruh was about to be signed for $100 million and then fumbled the bag. You dig what I'm talking about?
It's women out there that do their homework. They know everything about y'all because you tell on yourself on the gram and on social. So they know how to go get you.
That had been going on for years. They let it build up. Shannon Sharpe, y'all know he was about to sign $1 million contract. So now they got to get out of it.
Okay, it's getting clear now. Shannon Sharpe fumbled the bag for $100 million. Yes, $100 million is what he was about to be expected. And this is how it went. And now we're kind of understanding why it seemed like he wanted to negotiate and settle with his accuser.
For 50 million, I go to hell. For 50 million, I go to hell. For 50 million, I go to hell.
All right, so this whole situation with Shannon Sharpe is getting real messy. And now Deion Sanders is stepping into the mix and saying something isn't right here. So as you all know, Shannon's been dealing with a lawsuit from his OnlyFans model who claims he did all sorts of wild things to her. But Shannon is claiming it's just a money grab and a setup. He recently doubled down on those claims and even said half the people around him are secretly happy he's going through this mess. But here's where it gets interesting.
So he's saying that it's a money grab and it's all this. Look at it like this, though, man. You dealing with somebody from OnlyFans, bro. You feel me? You just like Tiger Woods. You feel me? Like my Pippin Ken partner would say, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Go deal with a sister. You know what I'm saying? She probably would have never tried to get you for that much. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You probably would have never had these problems. Bought her a breaking bag. Go take her somewhere nice and good. She wasn't trying to get you for a whole whop. You feel me what I'm saying? But when you're dealing with these people and you're not understanding how you probably target it, you know what I'm saying? You become the biggest target and a threat of history that's going to go down in history.
Timing of this lawsuit is very suspicious. Literally just days after news broke that Shannon was about to sign a $100 million media deal, his lawsuit drops out of nowhere. And suddenly, that massive deal was put on hold. Coincidence? Well, apparently, Deion Sanders doesn't think so. According to Deion, this whole situation smells too planned and too convenient. He thinks Shannon didn't just trip into drama, somebody orchestrated this. And that raises a real question. Who would want to take Shannon down? down just as he was about to level up. Now, of course, there's another side to this. Some folks are saying no one told Shannon to get involved with this woman in the first place. And even if she was plotting, he gave her access. So maybe the setup was real, but it was Shannon who set himself up. But still, if Dion believes Shannon is being targeted, that means he thinks someone powerful is pulling strings behind the scenes. And that makes this whole thing way bigger than just a messy relationship or a lawsuit. So what did Shannon Sharpe do to end up on someone's hit list? Did he step on the wrong toes in the industry, or is there something even deeper going on here? Let's break it down.
This is where it's gonna get real deep, that I'm gonna bust y'all eyes and break y'all ears open for y'all guys to understand though. Who is the person that's gonna target him? Who can be coming after him? You know what I'm saying? Who are they connected with? You know what I'm saying? You know, we hear a lot of rumors about a lot of stuff in the industry, and some people take heed and some people don't. But we're going to get off into this, and I'm going to give you the spiel.
And you thinking you conquering it and you ain't, because it's all a plan.
You think you run a game and they run a game on you.
Shannon Sharpe is in some serious hot water right now. An OnlyFans model, Gabriela Zuniga, hit him with a $50 million lawsuit accusing him of rape, among other things. The case hasn't gone to court yet, but just the accusation alone is shaking up everything Shannon's worked so hard for, from his Hall of Fame NFL legacy to his successful media career. Since the news broke, Shannon's already taken a step back from the usual spot on First Take with Stephen A. Smith, and that might just be the beginning. We're also now hearing that he was about to lock in a massive $100 million podcast deal. But now that bag might be slipping away. On April 18th, just 3 days before Gabriela dropped her lawsuit, Front Office Sports broke the news that Shannon was expected to sign a deal that would exceed $100 million. According to Front Office Sports, the deal was supposed to include all shows on the Shay Shay Network, including Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Club 520 Podcast, The Bubba Dub Show, and Humble Baddies. The report also mentioned that the offer came after the massive success of Shannon's interview with Cat Williams in January 2024, which became the most viewed episode in the show's history. And this interview didn't just rack up crazy views, it completely changed the game for Club Shay Shay. Shannon's show went from popular to must-watch, instantly becoming one of the hottest spots for real, unfiltered convos in sports and celeb culture. But here's the twist. While that Cat Williams episode blew the show up, it might have also put a target on Shannon's back. Cat came in swinging, dragging half of Hollywood and dropping bombs, and some folks up top allegedly didn't like that one bit. And now insiders are saying that Shannon made some powerful enemies just by giving Cat the platform, with some even speculating that this lawsuit Shannon is now facing is part of a bigger plan to take him down.
This is where I'm going to give y'all the spiel though, you feel me? And I want you guys to listen very carefully. Listen, when I seen the interview, man, bro broke the internet. And when I say he broke the internet, he broke the internet. And because, you know what I'm saying, he had somebody that once had got humiliated, you feel me? He was humiliated by getting whooped by a kid, different things. And, you know, he was saying a lot of stuff about Hollywood, as I should say. You know what I'm saying? And for some people that say Hollywood, you feel me, the witches. So look, when he's speaking on this situation about Hollywood, and he broke the internet, and he broke down a lot of different things that was questionable, that people could go back and look at, said a whole lot of names. So you got to understand, sometimes people don't get mad at the messenger no more. They get mad at the platforms the messenger deliver the message on. You know what I'm saying? And that type of nature. The people that surrounded him, you know what I mean? The people that put a stamp on him. So because he put the dude on his platform, you know, he put a stamp on him. And when he was talking about who he was coming for, remind you, bro just got fired from ESPN. Bro was supposed to be getting $100 million contract. I mean, probably, obviously, you know what I'm saying, connected with ESPN and different sorts of people that's associated with, you know, the platforms of they just named. This is what you guys got to understand. Who owned ESPN? Disney, bro. So if you talking about Hollywood and you coming for Hollywood in the way that you talking, you're targeting Disney. You know what I'm saying? You're targeting, you know what I'm saying, a big wide of people. And that right there alone has been a target on his back. Burton already got hit. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't send this little young lady, you know what I'm saying, that's been working on OnlyFans for quite some time. You didn't retire. You on there trying to make some money. I'm not about to give you what you just got, and that's what exactly what he did. But be mindful. You heard what he said about the 50,000. You be mindful when people say, you know what I'm saying, they eat their words. Now you're going to hear these clips right here where he's finally speaking out. And on top of him speaking out, you feel me? I'm saying, bro, doing a lot of apologizing, crying.
Obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week. And really, the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know I said this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for.
They don't care about what you worked your entire life for. So why would they worry about your brother? And your brother wasn't the one that might to sign that $100 million deal. You know what I'm talking about? So at the end of the day, now it's like the things they say about Hollywood. You got somebody that's publicly coming out crying and begging for situations to be better. And, you know, all it's going to do is open more doors for other people to come for you, brother.
And unfortunately, you know, it didn't happen that way. And so as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. And he says, bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You done with it too.
The number one thing he did wrong was, if you was that concerned about your brother, and don't get me wrong, we human, we make mistakes. You should have been more cautious. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have interviewed so many celebrities, so many people, and also in a mix of you interviewing people, you have tried to correct some of these people so that way you can keep your endorsement deals. You know what I'm saying? You can keep things in a good stance. So people already been studying you, seeing how you don't want to mess up the money, but at the same time, though, not being aware of a lot of the decisions that's made. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm going to be honest, though. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? This was already a target off top. I already knew what it was once it came out. You know what I'm saying? I already knew that he wasn't going to be able to sign a $100 million deal. And if he did, you know what I'm saying, depending on how long the pattern was, how much they had to break him off, you know what I'm saying, he was on his way to be unalive, you feel me? That's just my personal opinion, for me. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's a shakedown, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you play right into their hands, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's baffling because you break the internet to go deal with somebody that needs certain things from the internet. You feel me? What I'm saying? Like, that shit's so crazy, babe. I'm gonna keep it real. You was better off, and I'll support it like that, bro. But you was better off going to go trip, babe. You know what I'm saying? I mean, going to go get you a sister that had it. You feel me? What I'm saying? And you already didn't show and try to prove yourself when you broke the female off, you feel me? What I'm saying? On a little show. So, you know, you didn't have opportunity to get some. You know what I'm saying? You just got it from the wrong person.
Move on. And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, you know, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me, and I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me this, I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. You know, that was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been, be it Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Undisputed, ESPN. Thank you guys for your support.
Do anybody feel like his apology real? You know, I'm not going to try to discredit the man. I feel like it's some real to his apology, but it's a wake-up call. You've been caught up doing whatever you've been doing. And I don't think really like that was your concerns at the time. Now it's your concerns, but at the end of the day, if it was, he would have moved totally different for the Black Brothers, period.
Shannon Sharpe firing back at an ex who says she was raped by the Hall of Fame tight end several times at the end of last year and the beginning of 2025. In the 13-page complaint obtained by ET, she also claims he threatened to kill her, beat her up, and recorded their sexual encounters without her consent. The alleged victim admits to being more than 30 years younger than the 56-year-old star and says she met him at an LA gym in 2023 when she was just 20. She filed under the pseudonym Jane Doe, but in this scathing denial, Sharpe's legal team calls her out by name.
Called her out. This is the thing, though, bruh. You already put your business on, you know what I'm saying, Instagram. That's why Brad said what he said, you feel me, you know what I'm saying? Clapping cheeks, different things like that. And you're a big public figure. You can't do it like that.
We won't repeat it, but they're dubbing the suit a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. And they released a series of explicit text messages that they say prove this was a consensual adult relationship that included role-playing, sexual language, and fantasy scenarios. She's seeking $50 million. Sharpe's lawyers say he's looking forward to fighting the allegations in court.
I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again?
This comes just days after reports that the Club Shay Shay host may be negotiating a substantial deal for his media empire, expected to exceed $100 million.
You really are the best. You've proven it here today.
So look, although he was telling him, are you afraid to be blackballed? You should have been thinking about that with yourself, though. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, yeah, man, it's sad. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I can't just say, like, everybody would have did the correct thing in this matter. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, us as our type of people, you feel me? I think with me, though, you know what I'm saying, if I know I'm about to close a deal like that, you know what I'm saying, I'm watching my team, I'm watching people around me. On top of that, you feel me, I'm saying, I'm just moving real strategic because it's like, the way that you hear about Hollywood and these different things, do they really want to close that deal out? It's millionaires that come from a different culture or background, and, they be having nervousness of closing out deals. So, you know what I'm saying, where your nervousness kick in at? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I feel like they didn't give you too much candy, bro, and you bid for you bid for the powder of the candy. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even bite for nothing really major. You know what I'm saying? You bid for the powder of the candy. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And hey, man, you know what I'm saying? It's sad though, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is, though. You feel me? I'm saying you got to move accordingly. You feel me? So, what y'all feel in the comments, man? Me personally, I feel that. You feel me? And I'm about to break the internet down first, though, baby, and keep it lit, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and I'm hearing that a lot of other people are one more person that's trying to sue him. And I feel like that could be a sister saying, man, you about to get this girl some money. Let me get some money up out of you. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, that may save you because she trying to take you for everything,
Honcho, I was rich then, but you ain't even know it like Rocco. We don't keep score, we just keep on scoring.